Welcome to today's video. In this video, we will discuss top 10 badass animals of North America. Let's get started. 10. Coyote. The coyote appears often in the tales and traditions of Native Americans, usually as a very savvy and clever beast. Modern coyotes have displayed their cleverness by adapting to the changing American landscape. These members of the dog family once lived primarily in open prairies and deserts, but now roam the continent's forests and mountains. They have even colonized cities like Los Angeles and are now found over most of North America. Coyote populations are likely at an all-time high. These adaptable animals will eat almost anything. They hunt rabbits, rodents, fish, frogs, and even deer. They also happily dine on insects, snakes, fruit, grass, and carrion. Because they sometimes kill lambs, calves, or other livestock, as well as pets, many ranchers and farmers regard them as destructive pests. 9. Gila monster. At a length of up to 2 feet and a maximum weight exceeding 5 pounds, the venomous Gila monster is the largest lizard native to the United States. Easily identified by their black bodies marked with dramatic patterns of pink, orange, or yellow, Gilas are found in the Mojave, Sonoran, and Chihuahuan deserts of the southwestern U.S. and northwestern Mexico. They take their name from Arizona's Gila River Basin, where they were first discovered. The Gila monster is one of only a handful of venomous lizards in the world. Others include the similar-looking Mexican beaded lizards, as well as iguanas and monitor lizards. Its venom is a fairly mild neurotoxin, and though a Gila bite is extremely painful, none has resulted in a reported human death. Unlike snakes, which inject venom, Gilas latch onto victims and chew to allow neurotoxins to move through grooves in their teeth and into the open wound. 8. Western diamond rattlesnakes. Featured in many movies, the sound of a rattlesnake is unmistakable. It's also disturbing if you grew up in an area where you share nature with them. They're long and heavy-bodied venomous snakes, the second longest in North America. These snakes are reclusive and avoid people in any way they can. But bites are common because they're common in their territory. Western diamondback rattlesnakes inhabit the southwestern United States and northern Mexico. They prefer living in arid desert and semi-desert conditions. They are often found hiding under vegetation or other cover items, such as rocks, branches, and debris. Some members of this species migrate 1 to 2 miles to and from communal dens in the spring and fall. In the spring, males often fight for dominance and breeding rights. However, the snakes don't generally injure one another during these impressive displays. 7. Mountain lion. The mountain lion, also known as the cougar, puma, panther, or catamount, is a large cat species native to the Americas. Mountain lions are large, tan cats. Their bodies are mainly covered in tawny beige fur, except for the whitish-gray belly and chest. Black markings decorate the tip of the tail, ears, and around the snout. Mountain lions vary hugely in average body size depending on geographic location. Their size is smallest closer to the equator and largest closer to the poles. The mountain lion's range spreads all across the Americas, from the Canadian Yukon to the Strait of Magellan, the greatest of range of any living mammal in the Americas. Mountain lions inhabit a wide range of ecosystems, making their home anywhere there is shelter and prey, including mountains, forests, deserts, and wetlands. They are territorial and have naturally low population densities, which means the species requires large swaths of wilderness habitat to thrive. 6. American bison. Bison, symbolic animals of the Great Plains, are often mistakenly called buffaloes. By any name, they are formidable beasts and the heaviest land animals in North America. Bison stand some 5 to 6.5 feet tall at the shoulder and can tip the scales at over a ton. Despite their massive size, bison are quick on their feet. When the need arises, they can run at speeds up to 40 miles an hour. They sport curved, sharp horns that may grow to be 2 feet long. These large grazers feed on plains grasses, herbs, shrubs, and twigs. They regurgitate their food and chew it as cud before final digestion. 5. Bald eagle. The bald eagle is a large, powerful bird that has been the national symbol of the United States since 1782, when it was first placed with outspread wings on the country's Great Seal as a sign of strength. Bald eagles don't actually have bare heads. Their name is derived from the Old English word bald, which means white, a nod to the snowy white feathers that cover their heads and tails. Most of these majestic, brown-bodied creatures live in Alaska and Canada, but they also inhabit Mexico and every U.S. state except for Hawaii. Today, bald eagle numbers continue to soar despite threats like illegal hunting and electrocution from power lines. A 2019 survey found that the population in the lower 48 states quadrupled since 2009. 4. American alligator. The American alligator is a rare success story of an endangered animal not only saved from extinction but now thriving. State and federal protections, habitat preservation efforts, and reduced demand for alligator products have improved the species' wild population to more than 1 million and growing today. One look at these menacing predators, with their armored, lizard-like bodies, muscular tails, and powerful jaws, and it is obvious they are envoys from the distant past. The species, scientists say, is more than 150 million years old, managing to avoid extinction 65 million years ago when their prehistoric contemporaries, the dinosaurs, died off. 3. Moose. Moose are the largest of all the deer species. Males are immediately recognizable by their huge antlers, which can spread 6 feet from end to end. Moose have long faces and muzzles that dangle over their chins. A flap of skin, known as a bell, sways beneath each moose's throat. Moose are so tall that they prefer to browse higher grasses and shrubs because lowering their heads to ground level can be difficult. In winter, they eat shrubs and piney cones, but they also scrape snow with their large hooves to clear areas for browsing on mosses and lichens. These hooves also act as snowshoes to support the heavy animals in soft snow and in muddy or marshy ground. 2. Black bear. Black bears are North America's most familiar and common bears. They typically live in forests and are excellent tree climbers, but are also found in mountains and swamps. Despite their name, black bears can be blue-gray or blue-black, brown, cinnamon, or even, very rarely, white. Solitary animals. Black bears roam large territories, though they do not protect them from other bears. Males might wander a 15 to 80 square mile home range. 1. Polar bear. Polar bears roam the Arctic ice sheets and swim in that region's coastal waters. They are very strong swimmers, and their large front paws, which they use to paddle, are slightly webbed. Some polar bears have been seen swimming hundreds of miles from land, though they probably cover most of that distance by floating on sheets of ice. Polar bears live in one of the planet's coldest environments and depend on a thick coat of insulated fur, which covers a warming layer of fat. Fur even grows on the bottom of their paws, which protects against cold surfaces and provides a good grip on ice. The bear's stark white coat provides camouflage in surrounding snow and ice. But under their fur, polar bears have black skin, the better to soak in the sun's warming rays. That wraps up the video. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe.